Peace and Black Power family. I am Brother Darrell, still on location. I'm here with my brother Dave. So Dave, you were inside and you heard some of the questioning. It sounded like to me when I was inside that they were deflecting away from our good brother Frank Clark being killed and murdered in the street by the police department. They were deflecting and a lot of different questions were being posed. What did you think about the line of questioning on the inside?
Well, I think a lot of people was fearful, and I think a lot of people didn't want to get to the point. It seems like whenever it's a police shooting, people tend to kind of draw up because they feel like they're being bullied. I could care less who it was involved in the shooting. I'm going to speak my mind, and I'm going to make sure that people realize that it's more than one way of thinking, that you don't have to fear. The police chief, to me, she pretty much is doing what most police chiefs do, and that's trying to protect her officers. And a brother Umar made a very good, point inside when he said that Officer Barkley was in a case back in 2006 that involved him using a flashlight hitting a 15-year-old girl over the head. If an officer done that, why is that officer even still on the force?
Absolutely.
So that shows that it wasn't police accountability then, and it still isn't police accountability.
Also, I saw that the meeting, when we got here, they told us no press, no media inside, and it was a closed meeting just to the residents of McDougald Terrace. One of the reasons that you came out, one of the reasons that I came out was to be a voice for the people, for those who can't articulate for themselves, who can't speak about the things that they actually want to address. Do you think that was done on purpose to keep some of the outside voices out?
Well, first of all, media should never be left out. Not just McDougald, but people inside of Durham, North Carolina, and throughout the world who pays taxes need to know what's going on in a police department. Not having media inside, to me, is pretty much indicative of you saying that you're trying to hide something. And I think that if I have a story to tell, I'm not ashamed or afraid of telling the whole world. And I think that is what the police chief, as well as other people, trying to hide or trying to keep media from the situation. That's what they were trying to do, was to hide something.
I believe that too. So, Brother Dave, from here, where do we go from here? What needs to happen? Because obviously we got nothing done with this meet the police department and the Durham Housing Authority. It seems like nothing got accomplished tonight. In your opinion, Brother Dave, what do we do from here as far as community relations with the police and as far as moving ahead as a community?
Well, first of all, there can't be community relation with police, because police are here for one reason and the community is here for another reason. The way we move on is that people are going to have to go to the polls on the next election for your local government. Don't worry about Donald Trump and whoever else is in the White House, because they're not focusing on Durham, North Carolina. If you live in Durham, North Carolina, you need to go to the polls and vote for city council that you see that has the same points that you have, and put them in the seat. You need to vote for whatever person is running for mayor who may have some of the things that's on your mind on his or her mind. You need to put them in the position. So I think as a community, we have to realize that this is our community, and if people can't listen to you and at least try to do some of the things that you are asking them to do, then you don't need to vote for them. And that one thing we have to do is that we have to start becoming more political, more conscious. We as black people have to realize that it doesn't stop at the church. That your relationship with God and whatever else you believe in, that has to be compartmentalized. And when you leave those places of worship, you have to realize that you're back in society where you have to deal with police officers, judges, crooked DAs, federal government, the whole nine. And so we have to become more conscious, and we have to go vote and put people in office that's going to speak for us and is going to have us in their concern.
I agree, and also it's not good enough to just put them in office and vote. We have to hold these politicians accountable. Have to hold them accountable for the things they say they're going to do for us. So I appreciate your time, Brother Dave. Anything you want to say to the people, me, myself, and Carolina TV?
Well, I agree with you. We do need to hold them accountable. And we need to make sure that, they're just not up there wearing a suit and flashing a college degree. If you say you for the people, then be for the people. A real leader would die for his people. And if any city council, any mayor, or any other leader, and even in the Durham police, if you're not willing to die for the people that you're leading, then you don't need to lead.
Well, we thank you for your time, Brother Dave. And as always, me, myself, and Carolina, in its inception, was to tell our story, not his story. The CBS's, Fox, ABCs of the world do a great job of propaganda. We're out here on location, me, myself, and Carolina TV. Peace and Black Power.